tell our listeners at the moment, if they want to buy a house in Sydney, where's probably the best place to look first?
Well, this is my view. Well, Paige is like making a lot of money now as on Fox. So you can just take your earphones off here, mate. So the way it works now, my view on this is it goes as follows. If you want to buy a house in Sydney, set your horizons to, say, the age of 35 or 40. Don't think you're going to do it in your 20s like a lot of us did when we first got out of university or school or started working, okay? Don't set your sights a bit further down the track. In the meanwhile, what you've got to do is if you want to move out of home, you've got to move somewhere where you want to live and rent it, and you start your process of saving your money, but your first place you buy is somewhere else, like regional, somewhere like Orange or Lismore or Lennox Heads or some place that's growing, and build a little portfolio and grow that equity in those areas where you can afford to buy. Live where you want to live, rent.
So rent where you want to live, but buy where you
can afford.
Yeah, you can afford. Okay.
And then build your portfolio around it. So as the equity in that property grows in Lennox, for argument's sake, which is a growing area, you've got the Ballina Airport, you've got all the stuff jamming into Lennox, you've got all the highways and freeways coming into it. For example, as the equity grows, borrow a little bit more against that equity. As your income goes up, buy another property around that area or in Ballina or something like that and start to build your portfolio. Then you sell the whole lot and you buy a house in Sydney.
Where you want to live.
Well, I tell you, in saying my oldest son is living in Newcastle. When he moved up there, I said, you know what, mate, Jack, what we want to do is, I said, let's have a look at a nice cheap place in Newcastle. There's a good way to start for you, mate. Work hard, pay it off. Otherwise, the money just burns in your pocket. So he goes, Dad, I found a place, 2-bedroom place just up the road a little bit. Went up there, had a look online, mate, knocked about, rough as guts. Ran the real estate agent. How much you looking at here, mate? 860 grand. Mate, I nearly fainted.
Wow.
So you look at what is classed as Sydney now and you say getting out to the regionals. Even, like as you said, when you think the regionals, you're starting to think about Newcastle and Wollongong, places like that. Even, it's to the point you forget about some of those places.
You've got to move outside of the region, because outside of Newcastle, actually into the regions. Because what's going to happen is the price is just going to keep pushing out now and now.
The Grill Team, Gus, MG and Matty Johns.